First, we'll create a calendar for classes. The student's taking 4 classes, including 2 lab classes. You click on My Calendars. There's a button to the right. It says Create New Calendar. So name your calendar if you want, add a description and a location. And then you're going to create your calendar. The calendar, once created, will show up in the left-hand side. You can see it with a blue icon next to it on the screen. It says Classes. And now I can click on any day, add my class, Anatomy and Physiology 1, edit the event because it's going to repeat, click on Repeat. That class happens on Mondays and Wednesdays, and I'm going to continue it from the first day I clicked until December 17th. Save. Right now the event's sent to all day, but the class thankfully does not last all day long. It lasts from 3:05 to 4:20 p.m. So I'll type that in and then save the changes. I can then do the same for my Anatomy and Physiology 1 lab on Monday mornings from 8 to 10:40 a.m. Type it in, make sure the calendar says Classes, and then you can type the time in before the name of the event, and then when I click Edit Event, the time will already be there. I won't have to unclick the All Day and set the time. This will only be on Mondays, so I don't have to pick multiple days of the week, but I still need to pick how long it will repeat. So every Monday until December 17th. Now I'm going to add organic chemistry quickly. Type it in, make sure the calendar is set to Classes, add the time, edit the event, make sure it repeats. This one's on Mondays and Wednesdays, and keep going until the 17th. And then the Orgo Lab, which is on Tuesdays from 10:50 to 1:30 p.m. Repeat that once a week until December 17th. Then Pre-Calculus, which meets Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 1:40 p.m. to 2:55 p.m. Add just like any other event. Type it in including the time, repeat it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, end it December 17th. The final class is Decision Analysis, which meets Mondays and Wednesdays from 4:30 to 5:45. Add it in exactly the same way. Next, we'll create a calendar for work study so that it shows up differently from the classes. Again, you'll click next to My Calendars on the right, Create New Calendar. Work Study. This time I didn't decide to add a description or a location. And now I can click, and I'm going to change the calendar from Kristen Rosen to Work Study. Add in all of the work study times. You can see they're showing up in a different color than the class times on the calendar. And I'm making sure they all repeat for the full semester, which I have arbitrarily decided ends on December 17th. Other options you have, you can change the colors. Google will pick colors for you, but if you want to change them, next to the calendar on the right, if you hover, there's a down arrow, and you can change it to any of those colors that are options. So here I'm changing classes to green and work study to orange. Makes it more obvious what's what. You can also change the color for a particular event. Let's say I want my Anatomy and Physiology lab to always show up a slightly different color than all of the other classes. So you can see that happened. And when we look at different views, you will see that that lab is now in that different color. So the week view shows you that week, like a traditional chart schedule. Day gives you the plan for that day. You can see it varies day by day. There's that lab in a different color. Agenda, everything you have on each day. You can keep going by clicking Look for More. 3 weeks is my favorite setting. It lets me see everything and it's not too crowded. Month is often trying to cram a little too much in for me. You can change your preference. You don't have to pick 3 weeks. Under Settings, If you scroll down, you can pick your default view. You can see I've selected 3 weeks, which is a custom view, and then custom view you can make whatever you like. Again, I chose 3 weeks. You can choose a certain number of days or a different number of weeks. Default view is what view you get when you open Calendar. Go to calendar.google.com, the first view that shows up. To add any other events, you can make another calendar or just use the default calendar. For me, the default calendar is my name, Kristen Rosen. So let's say Mom's birthday is on that Sunday. Add that. I didn't put a time, so you'll see it shows up as a bar. And then I'm adding 8 p.m. dinner with Sally, which shows up as an event with a time, so it's not a whole bar like Mom's birthday. And then I'll add in some swing dancing lessons on Saturday. You can add as many calendars as you like.